Rachel Smith, the Business Grower, and it is day 4 of my list building challenge that I created at the beginning of this week. And just to recap where this idea came from, I often make videos talking about the business strategies, the marketing strategies, the mindset strategies that you can use to grow your amazing business. And I kind of put it out to my community over my Facebook page, which is Rachel Smith, the Business Grower. I asked what they wanted. I asked my audience what they wanted me to create and what was their biggest challenge. And it consistently came back that people wanted to know about list building. And they wanted to know list building from the beginner's point of view, but also there was people on there who wanted to know about list building who've been in business for a little while and have already been putting people onto their email list. So because it was such a vast subject and a vast number of questions, I thought actually there's enough, well, to be honest, there's enough content to run like a 28-day kind of challenge. You know, it's that big a topic. But I thought actually we'll break it down into these 5 days where you get a little bit each day. And I'm making each of the videos very kind of practical, kind of like, you know, this is the steps you need to do, but also to share that understanding of why you would actually put your time and effort into creating a list. So far, I've explained the reasons what a list is and why you need it. I've also shared how to get going. Yesterday, it was about, you know, now you've started creating these amazing freebies for people to sign on to your email list, what you do to actually help get your email list out there even further and even to a wider audience. And today, what I wanted to touch on is, right, so you've got this email list, now what? You know, you've kind of got them signed up, they've got your freebie, they're starting to get a flavour of what you do, how you do it and who you are. So what else can you do with this list? And what I absolutely personally hate is that there are a couple of people who I really, really love and I really love what they do and the way that they do it. But one of the things that drives me nuts is that the only time I ever hear from them is when they have got something to sell. So I'll start to get an email regularly from them, and in my head I'm thinking, I bet they've got some program that they're actually gearing people up for, and that's the reason why they're speaking to me. And that sort of approach personally for me drives me nuts. So for my audience, when they come onto my email list, I don't want to bombard them with emails and information. I want it to be useful. So the very first thing you've got to think about in terms of, you know, now you've got this list, so what, is how can you add value to those people on your list? And it's about kind of in your head deciding and accepting that, yes, they're on your email list, but you can't just sell to them. Otherwise, these guys, they will just leave your email list. They will just say, all I ever get from this person is just sales content. There's no added value. And what you've got to think about is that message that I've been really bringing across, hopefully in these emails, is to say that actually, you know, guys, you need to start to build a relationship with these people. Yes, some people are going to get like your freebie. They're going to go, this is totally the person for me. I'm going to contact them and yes, we're going to work together. But other people need warming up. So they need to start to build a relationship. And that's how I use my list. And this is what you can do with your list, is to think about ways that you can build your relationship up with the people on your email list. How can you add more value for those people who are already signed up to your email list? And yes, there will be times when you want to sell to them, that you want to position an offer that you've got for them. That is brilliant. But I would really recommend that now you've got your email list, think about how you can consistently communicate to them, start to build a relationship with these people so they get to know, like and trust you. So they're in a much better position to know whether or not they're going to want to work with you in the future. And some of the ways that you can build up that relationship is that you can send out your newsletter. And you can send out that newsletter and make sure that anything, such as a newsletter that you send out, has got some valuable content that really demonstrates that you are an expert in your field, but is of super use for these guys as well who are on your list. So you can send a newsletter, you can send video with really brilliant content, you could send them information that you've got from the industry that would be of interest to them. You can send them inspirational quotes that have made a difference to them. You can share your story with your list, tell them the reasons why you're in business, what it means to you, what you're really passionate about. You can send them workbooks, cheat sheets, anything that you can create that actually is going to be of some value to them. And just decide, plan out in your own planning stage of your business. Look at your week and think, right, how am I going to communicate and add value to my list? Is it going to be a weekly activity? Is it a fortnightly activity? Is it a monthly activity? And be really consistent and persistent in your communication to them. But the overall outcome that you want here is for whomever you're speaking to, is for you to be able to add value to that person and make it well worth their while opening up that communication that they're receiving from you. Okay, I'll be back in day 5 with some top tips just to kind of round off the week and make sure that you're in a good position to start taking this marketing tool forward. Okay, any questions that you've got on this, please email me over on my email address, which is rachelsmithattractmorenow@gmail.com, and you can also dip into my Facebook page, which is Rachel Smith, the Business Grower, and come and let me know how you're getting on with this. Okay, bye for now.